everybody, welcome back. Today I am going to be talking about ozone therapy, but first, thank you to everybody who has been asking me how I've been doing. Basically, I've been a lot more busy than usual. I'm still improved, but I've been really busy, so that means that I have to also have a lot of downtime to rest and pace myself, because I still do struggle and I still have very difficult days, especially now that I am busy. So I do need to take some time to rest, and I'm really focusing on 2019 being my year that I finally become symptom free. I'm like really determined to reach this goal. So I am taking my pacing really seriously, and I'm also trying to help people as much as possible. I'm still very active on the Lyme groups, and I am going to try and put out more videos because I have so much more information to share. But if you are interested in hearing about ozone therapy, I'm going to take you along to my sessions with me, and I'm going to explain a bit about it. But I'll also link some information down below because some of it's quite scientific and complex, so I'm not really going to talk about that because I might make mistakes, and it's better to just read up on that. So I'm going to talk about two types of ozone therapy that I've done. The first being sauna ozone and the second being IV ozone. And to be honest, I have found ozone therapy such an imperative part of my treatment. I have found it so helpful, and the benefits are pretty much immediate. So I definitely recommend doing ozone as a part of your protocol. It's not the answer. There's no one thing that is the answer to curing Lyme disease or any other health issue. Ozone is good for a lot of health issues. It's also very good for cancer, for preventing cancer and for curing cancer. So it's recommended for cancer patients as well. But as I say, it's a whole bunch of things that you have to do, including changing your lifestyle, your diet, all of those things. I'm going to do videos on those in the future as well. I have a lot to share still, but just bear with me because I do have to pace as well. So I'm first going to talk about the sauna ozone because I did that back in the country that I'm from, South Africa, but then I had to come back to the UAE where I live. So I did it for 2 months, and I went every week at first, and then eventually I went twice a week. So basically in the sessions, you remove all of your clothing because the ozone absorbs through your skin in sauna ozone. So you remove all your clothing, and then you get into a pod, an ozone pod, and they close it up and they make sure that where your head is coming out, it's completely covered up and blocked, because you're not supposed to breathe in ozone. It's supposed to only be absorbed through your skin. However, they do give you oxygen to breathe in through your nose while you're doing the ozone. So you do breathe in oxygen through your nose, not ozone, it's oxygen, like medical oxygen that they would usually give you to breathe in. That's the oxygen tank next to the pod. So you do breathe in oxygen as well while your skin is absorbing the ozone. So basically then they let off steam, and it heats up your skin and it opens your pores, and that's how the ozone is absorbed. And it basically goes into your lymphatic system and your bloodstream, and pathogens hate oxygen. So basically the pathogens die off when the ozone is in your system, which is fantastic. Another thing that happens is because it's very hot inside, you sweat out toxins, and also your capillaries expand. I think that's right. So your blood circulation increases, which is also very good for recovery. Ozone is a fantastic way to detox because oxygen helps you detox. Now this is where I'm talking about, I don't know the actual science of it or anything, so I'm going to link articles below so you can read up on it. But all I know is that I feel absolutely so much better after ozone. It increases my energy levels, And especially sauna ozone, I realized that it really increased my energy levels. Some people, they become a bit more tired afterwards, but that's just like a Herxheimer. It can definitely provoke a Herxheimer reaction for people because of the pathogens dying off. It's a good sign. If you don't know what a Herxheimer reaction is, I'll link that below as well. In my sauna ozone session, I also had a Rife machine built into my sauna ozone, which is absolutely amazing, and it's on your feet, so you put your feet on the Rife machine. If you don't know what a Rife machine is, I'll link my video below so you can get up to speed on what that is. That's also an excellent tool for healing. In terms of cancer, cancer also absolutely hates oxygen. It's something that kills cancer. So this is a great treatment for prevention of cancer and for killing your cancer. And it's completely safe. So you don't have to worry about serious side effects. Obviously, it's very hot in the sauna ozone, so you can get dizzy and you can get a fast heart rate, but they monitor you. And make sure you drink a lot of water before you do it, and make sure that you take vitamin C, because vitamin C increases, you can take it afterwards, but it increases the absorption of the ozone and the oxygen in your body. After my ozone sessions with Linda, who is the lady that did my ozone sessions for me, her practice in Cape Town is called Trace Therapy, and she is so clued up on natural health, and she's just lovely. She's just amazing. And she also put me on the Beamer machine afterwards, and there's another machine, I can't remember the name of it, but because some of the sessions I breathe, like she tells you to hold your breath when you get out of the machine so that you don't breathe in the ozone.
So a big breath.
And in my first session I breathed in too late, and I breathed in a lot of ozone, and so she put a machine on my chest because I have like asthmatic symptoms, and it got rid of the tight chest. I'll link below if I find the name of that machine. I'll link it below. But her practice, Trace Therapy, uses a lot of these tools, natural healing, and it's absolutely amazing. If you're in Cape Town, definitely check them out. I will link their website below as well. I'm all about resources and educating yourself on what is best for your healing. This blanket, by the way, that she's putting on me now is a special blanket that blocks out electromagnetic frequencies, which we know weakens our immune system. So if anybody is interested in these blankets, please comment below so that I can maybe do a video on it, because electromagnetic frequencies are a huge reason why Lyme disease is such a huge concern today, because our immune systems are weakened from all of the electromagnetic influences in our environment today. So these blankets are extremely handy tools in our healing as well, and they are not cheap. So that's one thing, is that they are quite expensive, but I have a feeling if there was a huge demand for them and people were really aware of this tool, it would change. So just a side note, that blanket is something that blocks out electromagnetic frequencies, which is quite amazing. Then when I came back to the UAE, I couldn't find any sauna ozone therapy, so I opted for the IV ozone. I was warned about IV ozone for Lyme patients, and that's only because if you are prone to infections with Lyme, they do put an IV into your arm with a needle. So if you know that you are prone to infections with Lyme and you don't do well with IVs, maybe this isn't the right one for you. For me, I actually preferred it. So I went to my first treatment in Dubai. I have very small veins, I'm sorry. Called Synergy Integrated. It was extremely comfortable. They had me sit in a chair and there was a nurse with me the whole time. And basically what they do is they put an IV into your arm.
Make a fist. Play with your hand.
I tried to drink before I came to make it more.
Okay. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Take a deep breath. Relax your fist.
And then they take the blood out of your body. I think it's 300 cc's. I think that's the amount of blood that they take out. And she did it very slowly, so I didn't really feel a lot of effects. By the end of it, I did get dizzy though, but it wasn't unbearable. It was okay. I'll show you footage of my session now. The first time that I did this, I felt fine. I was actually at a stage where I wasn't sleeping because I was extremely busy, and for some reason the more stimulated and busy I am, the more my insomnia becomes a problem. So I hadn't slept for a really long time and I was feeling really awful at this stage. I had just kind of overworked myself, and so that's why I decided to go in for this IV Ozone. And to be honest, it definitely gave me like a boost. Ooh. I'm about to faint, I think.
Really?
Yeah, I just feel like very unstable, but it's okay. I've never fainted in my life, so I won't, I'm sure.
As long as you're sitting?
Yeah.
It's okay. You will not fall.
I've never fainted, so it'll be fine.
It's time for me to...
And then what they do is they put ozone into your blood. So does that have like ozone in it?
Not yet. I will
Oh, you
get the
put
ozone.
it. Oh, okay, interesting.
There is a separate machine for the ozone. And just mix it gently to avoid the components of the blood not to be destroyed. So now it's the ozone. Gently mix it again. I think it's better not to move your hand, ma'am.
And then they let it drip back into your bloodstream. So the ozone goes directly into your bloodstream. But the next time I did IV ozone, it was in Abu Dhabi, and I did it with a man who is very well known for IV ozone. He's an expert, he's very experienced in administering IV ozone. And that time I was not feeling well that day, and they put the IV in my arm and the blood came rushing out very quickly. So I got extremely dizzy. I was already feeling like not stable that day. I became extremely dizzy and panicky, and I think anxiety also played a big role in this. And that was very difficult. But as soon as they put the ozone in the blood and it went into my body, I got an immediate reaction. It was an allergic reaction. My eyes were watering, I was sneezing non-stop. My eyes went puffy, my face went puffy, I could barely see out of my eyes, and I just felt allergic. My nose was itching and my throat was dry and scratchy, and apparently that's an excellent sign. Apparently that's an immediate sign that the pathogens are dying off. So I was actually very happy in the long run that that happened. And for the rest of the day, I felt really drowsy. Sleeping is very difficult for me. To be honest, I'm sure a lot of Lyme patients can identify with that. Sleeping is like, I have a lot of anxiety about it because I struggle to sleep. But that night after my IV ozone, I slept like a baby. I slept 12 hours and I felt close to normal the next day. I actually had a taste of how normal people feel, and it excited me so much. So I'm going to be doing IV Ozone in Abu Dhabi every 2 weeks, simply because I actually can't afford to do it more regularly, otherwise I would. It's expensive, but obviously you can't put a price on your health. To me, it's the most important thing ever. If you have suffered with your health like I have, you know that without your health, you don't really have a life. So that's why I choose to save up and spend on my health, and I choose to not stress too much about the cost. I try to not stress too much about the costs, but I also try to do as many treatments as I can that I know will be beneficial to me. So I will update you on what happens with the rest of my ozone therapies, IV ozone therapies. Sorry, there's a dog barking. That dog's so annoying. Okay, I'm just going to keep talking. I will update you on what happens with the rest of my IV ozone therapies. Maybe I'll bring you along to more sessions. Let me know if you would like to see that. I'm a little bit embarrassed to show my allergic reactions. I actually also broke out in like little rashes. I don't know if you know when they do an allergy prick test on your skin and you get those bumps on your skin and then they're surrounded by like a rash. Those bumps were showing up on my skin. It's just in random places. So it was very interesting, and the next day I felt great. I felt like it really helped. So I strongly recommend ozone therapy as a part of your protocol. I'm going to be uploading more videos very soon about other things that I do to get myself to this position where I'm able to live a relatively active life. I was bed-bound before, completely bed-bound. I was in the ER basically every week, almost every day. So I am very, very grateful that I've come this far. Thank you so much to everyone for watching. I have linked some information below. Basically, to round it up, ozone therapy kills off pathogens. So that would be viruses, bacteria, fungi and mold, and parasites as well. It also can kill cancer cells. It also detoxes you, improves circulation, improves your energy levels, and so much more. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.